Hey, ladies.
Broadway and like.
Which one of you lucky girls gets a ride with me tonight?
Yes. 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 Yes.
My cerebral cell! My precious cell!
Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no! Hey, all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Tuesday edition of TNI News. Now, I hope you guys all had a good long weekend. Yesterday was Juneteenth, which is now a federal holiday, so I think a lot of people had off yesterday. June 19th also is me and my wife's wedding anniversary, our 24th anniversary yesterday. We actually celebrated on Sunday. We went to this exhibit in Baltimore, Maryland for Jim Henson and the Muppets. My wife is a huge Muppets fan. She loves Sesame Street. And I don't know if you're not familiar. Jim Henson is actually, well, he's not originally born in wasn't originally born in Maryland, but he moved to Maryland at a fairly young age. He went to college at the University of Maryland. They got a statue of him there, and he got his first start in show business at a local TV station, where he started a show when he was actually still in college called Sam and Friends. So I think that's where Kermit, actually I know that's where Kermit the Frog first made his debut, though I don't think he was actually called Kermit at first. He wasn't even actually listed as a frog for a while. I think he was just a reptilian type creature that they used. But nevertheless, Jim Henson got his start in this area, and they had this really cool exhibit where we got to like make our own Muppet. We didn't get to keep it, unfortunately, but we got to make it. We got to perform with some Muppets on a video and things, and just a lot of cool history about Henson and all of his creations. So if you're in the Baltimore area, you should definitely check that out. But a lot of news today. The two big stories for today are McFarlane put up for pre-order their Blue Beetle movie figures. They had previewed 2 of them. So 3 figures went up and a couple of statues. We'll go over that in just a minute. And then also Hasbro had a live stream this morning revealing some new Transformer products. So we'll definitely be going over that as well. But before we get into that, let's just go over a couple of other things. So first of all, NECA Toys put out a reminder today that tomorrow, which is June 21st at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, they will be opening up their first round of pre-orders for their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives. So I talked about this last week. They are going to be doing 3 days worth of pre-orders. They have a limited number of items. Each of their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives they'll be putting up on their NECA store website, again starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. The sale will last as long as the supplies last for each day, and they'll do it for 3 days. So again, starting at 12 p.m. each day. So the first day is tomorrow. Now, we also got some updated images for one of the sets, that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze Kino set with the scooter, comes in the pizza box and everything. So we hadn't gotten a super great look at that one, but this weekend they released those official images. Actually, I think it was yesterday. They released those images, so we've got a better look at that set. Which that one is going to cost $100, and overall I think looks pretty good. The one head sculpt, it comes with 2 head sculpts. The one definitely has kind of a big goofy smile on his face, but overall it doesn't look too bad. And again, you do get the scooter with that one. Now the other ones, which again I talked about last week, but we'll just go down the list here real quick. So we've got that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Samurai 4-pack. That one's going to cost $150. I suspect that one and the Kino one are going to be the 2 most popular of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives that go up. So those will probably be the ones that sell out the quickest. We also have the Creature from the Black Lagoon glow-in-the-dark figure, the 7-inch Universal Monsters glow-in-the-dark figure. That one is going to cost $30. We've got the Alf Cosmic Con figure. That one's going to cost $40. We've got from Gremlins 2 the Showgirl Greta figure. That one's going to cost $50. And then like I say, we've got the 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets. So if you want, especially if you want those turtle sets, I would definitely try and be online around 12, a little bit before 12 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. And hopefully they won't sell out in like seconds. They did say they would be looking out for scalper bots, things like that. So if they see people are ordering duplicates, getting duplicate orders in, they will probably end up canceling those orders. But again, starting tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the NECA store website, if you're not going to San Diego Comic-Con this year, which of course is next month, you do have the opportunity in the next 3 days to try and add these exclusives to your collection. And of course, if you are going to the convention, you should have an opportunity to get these there as well. All right, and let's keep it with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and flip over to Playmates Toys with a couple of new Mutant Mayhem movie items. So first of all, we've got these images that popped up briefly on the Walmart website for what appears to be a new 4-pack. It was not made available for purchase and has since been removed from the Walmart website. I don't know if these are going to be Walmart exclusives, so we'll see a general release, but it is the 4 turtles in disguise, again from the new upcoming animated movie. So Donatello is dressed as Spock, which is kind of cool. We've got Leonardo, which is dressed as a cowboy. Raphael dressed as an astronaut or space pirate. I don't know. He's got a sword and a laser gun, but it looks like he's wearing an astronaut suit. And then finally, we've got Michelangelo in his Hawaiian gear with a guitar. So those, again, were listed as a set, again, on Walmart briefly this weekend. And when more details on exactly where this will be available, if it'll be available everywhere or just Walmart or what have you, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And then also from Mutant Mayhem, thanks to an overseas distributor, we have our first look at the Playmates Toys Sewer Lair playset. So this looks very similar to other playsets they've done in past years. You've got the cardboard cutouts up at the top, which feature characters from the movie. You've got a second piece with a zip line to it. So I won't say it's, a reissue of the older playsets, but it's a very similar design to what I think they've done before. No idea when or where this will be available here in the United States or even what the price will be. But, the official date for Mutant Mayhem products, according to Playmates, is June 25th. However, many places are already starting to sell the products, which is not surprising at all. So, but again, when more details become available on this playset, I'll be sure to let you guys know. GIJoe Classified fans, don't forget that tomorrow on June 21st, we'll be getting 3 new GIJoe Classified pre-orders. I talked about these previously where I told you that on the 21st, we'll be getting 2 mainline releases, part of the next wave, joining Tunnel Rat, which went up for pre-order last week, and then a deluxe figure. Now, I've been doing some additional checking, and I can tell you that it looks like the 3 items going up for pre-order, the specific items will be the classified Grunt figure, which we got the digital render for a couple of weeks ago, along with Low Light, that one we got the render for a while ago. And then the third figure will be a Cobra Snow Serpent, which that one Hasbro has told us is coming, but they've not yet released any images for. Now, I expect that tomorrow morning Hasbro will put out a video officially announcing these and showing the 3 figures off. And then again, they will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And they will be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Now, I did not confirm specifically which one of the 3 figures is the deluxe figure. It could be Low Light or it could be the Snow Serpent. My feeling is it's the Snow Serpent, but I suppose Low Light could, with like the case and everything it comes with, could be marked as a deluxe figure. But again, those should be the 3 figures going up for pre-order tomorrow. Now, it's always possible there could be like a store exclusive like we saw last week with the Cobra Eel, which was a total surprise. My information on store specific exclusives is much more limited, so unless Hasbro announces those ahead of time, I don't have any indication of that. But definitely we should be seeing those 3 figures that I just mentioned going up tomorrow. If there's anything else, I guess we'll find out in the morning. I will, of course, be talking about this probably in tomorrow's news video, and of course we'll also have all information up on Toy News International. And then also just real quick on the GIJoe Classified front, I just wanted to point out this weekend, word started going around about someone possibly having cracked the code for what will be the 3rd stretch goal. So this was something put up in a YouTube video by Saturday Morning Toy Collector, where they had looked at the preview images of stretch goal number 2 and had basically taken the number of X's that were listed under the name of the character. Essentially, they were using X's in place of the actual letters to spell out the character's name, and then also for the character's role. And so they had deciphered that you could spell out General Hawk's real name, Clayton M. Abernathy, with the number of X's that were provided in the field for stretch goal number 3. Basically, with stretch goal number 2, with Jane Glenda Mulligan, the X's matched up with that name, and then her title was, or her role matched up with the X's under that field. So, using that theory, he was able to determine that you could fit in General Hawk's real name under the name field. Basically, where there were 17 X's that they had listed for the name on stretch goal number 3, and then 13 X's for the role of the character. So he had deciphered General Hawk's real name fit in the name field, and using GIJoe commander, or I'm sorry, team commander, to fit the 13 in the field, which technically he is team commander, even though on his file card it says GIJoe commander up at the top. However, the reason why I don't necessarily think that confirms that the next figure is General Hawk, I'm not saying it couldn't be General Hawk. I have absolutely no idea. I think General Hawk or Airborne are the two most likely candidates. Some version of General Hawk, that is. But the reason why the whole X thing doesn't necessarily hold water is because you could make the same argument for Airborne as well, because Airborne's real name, Franklin E. Talltree, also fits in that field of 17 X characters for name. And then Gunship Gunner is one of the secondary items listed on Airborne's file card that would fit in the 13. And being that, Airborne would be sitting in the gunship seat of the Dragonfly, it kind of makes sense that would actually work. So again, a lot of theory, you can come up with a lot of things that kind of make a case for either figure. Airborne was featured on the original artwork, box artwork. He is basically was the person who would sit in the gunner seat in the front of the helicopter. So it would make sense that they would include that figure with the Dragonfly. Again, the whole thing with the X's you could make work for him. The biggest holdback, or the biggest reason why I would see maybe them not doing Airborne as the third stretch goal, is this idea of, well, how would people who don't get the Dragonfly ever be able to get Airborne? And so you could possibly make that argument. That's the one argument that maybe works best for Hawk. Because again, putting aside all the X's and everything, Hawk has had different appearances over the years in GIJoe, so you could basically do some variant, kind of like they did with Cobra Commander, with the his tank, where they gave us the Cobra Commander with the Mickey Mouse symbol on his chest as the his tank figure. And then, even though they've yet to announce this, there's a good bet at some point they'll give us Cobra Commander with just the normal symbol on his chest in the main line. Now, speaking of the Cobra Commander, we also got an updated image for that one this weekend. Again, this is a figure that will be shipping with this year's Hiss, which will be coming out, should start shipping out to folks later this fall. But getting back to the third stretch goal on the Dragonfly, again, we really don't know. It could be Airborne, it could be General Hawk, it could be neither. We just don't really know, and unfortunately we're probably not going to know until we get to 16,000 to unlock the second stretch goal. Now, as I'm filming this, the campaign is currently moved up to 13,700, so we still haven't gotten even 1,000 new backers since the second stretch goal was announced last week. But we do continue to move upward. I still think we definitely are in the realm of possibility of getting to 16,000 backers to unlock the second stretch goal. My main concern is, will there be enough time left at that point to then get to 19,000 to unlock the third stretch goal? And again, I don't think Hasbro is going to reveal the third stretch goal until we've unlocked the second one. But like I say, right now the Dragonfly with just over 27 days left is sitting at 13,700 backers. For you Masters of the Universe fans, Mondo has opened up pre-orders for their new 1/6 scale Deluxe Skeletor figure. So I talked about this briefly on Friday. As I was filming Friday's video, we had not yet gotten all the information and images and everything. We knew it was coming, but Mondo didn't put that information out until later on Friday. So as of right now, again, the pre-orders are open. This is something right now that you can only get off of the Mondo store website. The pre-orders, it's a time pre-order window, so the pre-orders will last until June 30th at 11:59 a.m. The Skeletor figure is going to cost $260. So it, like all these figures, it has a pretty hefty price tag. But with these new images, I mean, basically it's very similar to the Deluxe He-Man that they did, where you could put on the different harnesses and stuff and incorporate the different looks that he's had. You get things like the Terror Claws and the Dragon Blaster, which looks like a real dragon, which is pretty cool. You get multiple head sculpts. You get the battle armor chest piece. You get, of course, his Havoc staff and his sword. So you can basically mix and match. He's got a soft goods cape, but you can basically incorporate all of Skeletor's various looks over the years. Different figures that Mattel released over the years, you can incorporate into this 12-inch figure. So it's definitely pretty cool. And again, the cost of this one is $260. And as I said, pre-orders are open for it on the Mondo Shop website and will be until June 30th. The folks at Premium DNA Toys have released some in-hand factory samples of two of the figures in their first wave of 6-inch Battletoad figures. So the two figures that they showed off in these images are the character Zitz, along with General Vermin, which is a bigger boss type character. The other two figures in this wave include General Slaughter, which I think is even bigger than Vermin, and then also Rash, the Battletoad Rash. So those are the four figures in the wave. Those are available for pre-order through our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. And then last weekend, Entertainment Earth, our sponsor Entertainment Earth, for the first time opened up pre-orders for these as well. So my recommendation, as I've said many times before when I talk about Premium DNA products, if you're going to purchase their products, my best recommendation is to go through a reputable retailer like a Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth. That way, if for whatever reason, if something happened and the figures did not get produced and released, your chances of getting a refund are very high. So again, it's your choice where you want to buy them, but I do highly recommend that you go through a retailer like a Big Bad Toy Store or Entertainment Earth if you want to add these to your collection. Hot Toys has released official images for a new Star Wars The Mandalorian series 1/6 scale IG-12 figure. So this is the IG-11 remodeled as IG-12 with basically the exosuit for Grogu, where he would go around and hit the button and say yes and no. So we're getting our 12-inch figure of that. Now, Hot Toys is offering two different ways to get IG-12. You can either just get the IG-12 with Grogu, or you can get it with an accessory set that comes with accessories for other figures, things that we saw in the third season of The Mandalorian. So included in the accessory set are two of the droid smiths who, of course, created IG-12. We're also going to get Bo-Katan's energy shield. So if you get the Bo-Katan figure, you can use that with her. You're getting, and her signet new shoulder armor piece that she got in the season. So that will be included in the accessory set. We're also getting Paz Vizsla's heavy blaster that is all, where the barrel's all red hot. Again, as seen in the season. We're getting an Imperial Armored Commando shield, baton, and jetpack that you saw the Mandalorian use in the season, so that would go with your Mandalorian figure. And then a pair of mouse droids to screw with your R5D4. So, again, you can just get the IG-12 in Grogu, or you can get it with the accessory set. Now, as I'm filming this, I don't think this has gone up for pre-order at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store, but likely will very soon. Super 7 put out this teaser this afternoon, which appears to be an image of the ThunderCats Cat Lair. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be teasing. The cat symbol there looks like it's lighting up. I don't know if this is, it's hard to believe this would be teasing an actual Ultimates Cat Lair playset without having really heard any kind of indication beforehand that such a thing was coming. The only caption with the image is coming soon, so I don't know when exactly we'll get details. I suspect, my feeling is, and this is purely a feeling, this is something reaction wise, maybe a reaction box set or something with Cat Lair type packaging or something. But who knows, maybe we're going to get a Cat Lair Ultimates playset to go along with the Thunder Tank. Of course, when more details do become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Okay, now for McFarlane Toys. So as I mentioned, we got today new pre-orders for the Blue Beetle movie figures. McFarlane had started to tease a couple of these the other week. I guess now that the Flash movie has opened up in theaters, which unfortunately did not do very well at the box office this weekend. It had a very lackluster box office take for its opening weekend. I've already shared my thoughts on my non-spoiler thoughts on the movie. We might talk spoilers this coming Thursday during my live stream, but again, the Flash movie, which opened up, has kind of been struggling at the box office. But now we're moving on to the next movie for DC, which is going to be Blue Beetle, and we've seen the trailer for the movie. I've seen articles suggesting that James Gunn is saying that even though this was a movie that was made before he came on board, they are considering this character as part of the new DCU. We'll see how long that lasts, depending on how well the movie does at the box office, which honestly, I don't hold my breath that it's going to do super well at the box office. But that we'll just have to see. But as far as action figures go from McFarlane Toys, we've got 3 7-inch scale figures that he's doing for this movie. So not as many as he did for the Flash, but obviously not as many characters to choose from either. So we've got a regular Blue Beetle figure, which has various accessories. You get a pair of open hands, but he's got some other accessories that I guess you see him use in the movie. He does not have wings, though. He comes with the sword. He comes with 2 rings. He comes with the scarab, but no wings with this version. But if you want wings, then you'll want to get the battle damage version, in typical McFarlane fashion. If you want all the accessories, you have to buy multiple figures. So there is a second Blue Beetle figure, which also went up for pre-order today. And then the Mega figure is the Carapax figure, I guess the bad guy or one of the bad guys in the movie. I'm not really familiar with this character, but he's kind of cool looking. Again, he's a Mega figure, so a larger scale figure. And then on top of that, we got a 12-inch statue-esque type figure in the Multiverse line. So that's a more kind of a low-end type statue. And then a more high-end statue being released under the DC Collectibles banner, a resin statue that's going to cost you $249.99. So all of these, again, are available for pre-order as of today at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Whether the movie does well, whether we see this character again in the movies, I would say we'll just have to wait and see. But as far as the figures go, they are available. And as far as release dates go, it looks like these are going to be out in by August of this year. They might, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually don't start showing up sooner, but August is the release date that is currently listed for them. Okay, now to finish off the day, let's go over some Transformer news. So as I mentioned, Hasbro had a live stream this morning at 11 a.m. where they showed off some new products. So let's just go down the list of everything they showed off. Let's start with Rise of the Beast products for Studio Series. So they showed off their Mirage figure. I've not seen this movie. I've not been following it that closely. I'll watch it when it comes out on Paramount Plus. I didn't have any burning desire to go see this movie at the theater. It seemed like it did a little better than expected, but I wouldn't say it did great at the box office. And then reviews have kind of been mixed on it. But we've got this Mirage figure, which is a Porsche, which why they called it Mirage, I don't know. Why this wasn't named Jazz is beyond me, but Mirage is now a Porsche, so they're doing a figure of that. It's a deluxe class figure. We are also getting the Optimus Primal, a leader class figure. I feel like we've probably seen this one before, I don't know. But Optimus Primal. We've got, for Legacy Evolution, we've got a new Optimus Prime and Bumblebee playset. So this is for core class type sized figures. Comes with Optimus and his trailer opens up and everything. It has Bumblebee and a roller, and a repair bot. So again, for your core class figures, we've got that. Then we've got, for Deluxe class, we've got the character Shadow Striker. We have Bombshell, and this one is the one I'm most excited about. In fact, out of the ones that were revealed today, this is probably the only one I'll end up adding to my collection. So we'll be rounding out the original Insecticons with Bombshell, which is listed as a Deluxe class figure. Then we've got Strong Arm, which again is listed as a Deluxe figure. This is a Robots in Disguise character. And then we have a character called Detrius. I think that's how you say his name. I might have butchered that. He looks like a repainted hound. I believe he uses some parts from Hound. He's essentially looks like a beige desert colored hound figure. And he's listed as a Junkion, I think. So that's kind of weird. Then we've got a core class Snarl. So another Dinobot part of the core class. We've got the character Bludgeon, which is the IDW version. This is the IDW version of that character, which is a Voyager class figure. Then we've got Trashmaster, which is a Voyager class figure, definitely a Junkion figure here. And then Dreadwing, which is a Leader class figure. Now, as far as pre-orders go for these products, so that Optimus Prime and Bumblebee core set, that's being released as a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, and that went up at 1 p.m. today, 2 p.m. for everybody, 1 p.m. for premium members. I haven't checked here recently, but I assume that's still available. We also, that Optimus Primal figure went up for pre-order today. That's available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Same thing with the Mirage figure, the Porsche figure from the movie. That went up for pre-order today. And then we've got some more items that will be going up for pre-order this coming Thursday. So we've got what is listed as the VNR Optimus Prime, which is a licensed Volvo Optimus Prime and a repaint of the Santa Optimus that was an Amazon, exclusive. So that one is going up for pre-order June 22nd. That will be released as a fan channel exclusive. So that will be available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And these will be going up at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the final new figure they showed off during the live stream is a new Generation Select. This will be the final Generation Select that they released for 2023. Again, this figure will be going up for pre-order this coming Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be released as a fan channel exclusive, so available at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So I'm not really familiar with the character, but I believe it's called Antigone or something like that. It's an ant. Transmetal 2 repaint, I think, an Inferno repaint with a Scavenger alternate head. So again, not a character I'm really familiar with, but it will be going up for pre-order this coming Thursday if you want to add it to your collection. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like the video if you're so inclined, and if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. If you found the information useful in this video and you'd like to share it with your fellow collectors, please feel free to share this video wherever you hang out on social media. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.